Politics this week, Murray Mandryk, what do you reckon?
Well, I think we'll probably see a lot of the same politics we've seen last week, maybe even more intense, in that the opposition was thinking it was, and I think it was, making fairly good headway on both the smart meters issue, the lean issue.
Oh, lean is never going away, is it?
No, it won't go away until it actually goes away. And the real problem, I think, for the government is the path they've chosen. You buy into this and you're creating the culture within the health department at a pretty substantial $40 million investment. It might be the wrong culture. It might be poisoning the well in terms of trying to get people to what might otherwise be a really good idea, a good program, to have more efficiencies, to do things differently, to have better delivery. But in the way it's delivering with the John Black and Associates formula for lean, when you have senior health officials, be they at the region or the department, suggesting that this is not working, it's horrible for a government. And this is exactly where Brad Wall did not want to go. He wanted the whole session obviously to be about what the alternatives were with the NDP. Let's have a fight over private MRIs. Let's have all this. So, you know, I guess kudos to the NDP for at least on the first day, taking control of the agenda. It's a long session though.
I feel like they're just going to keep on digging like terriers for more and more to do with lean until finally it does.
Yeah, that's what oppositions do, but sometimes the holes are only so deep. And you know, it's one day's story. There'll be other things for the government. They're going to get on with their bill agenda. They're going to get on with other things. They're going to get on with this debate related to liquor stores. And if they can define, as outlined in the throw-in speech, the idea, let's have a conversation about whether we want private liquor stores or not. Let's involve the public. They must think that is a winner for them. They must have done polling that suggests that, and they must think that they can move forward.
Liquor's always a winner.
For me, yes, but I'm not so sure it's top of mind with the public. I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out. There's an interesting dynamic in this province, is that a lot of people buy their liquor from private outlets anyway, because that's what the delivery in rural Saskatchewan is. There's been huge success with the Saskatoon co-op, not exactly a frothing at the mouth free enterprise organization, although quite realistically they're a business, but not, you know, really fitting the scenario of huge profits going elsewhere in liquor when they could be staying at home. So there's a really great argument for the government. The government really obviously wants that to be the agenda, as opposed to what they saw emerging from question period, also with the smart meters.
And now here in the building itself, I mean, there has been an interesting feeling last week with all the heightened security and that kind of thing. This week, do you see it tapering off? Well, it feels different in here, do you think?
I think it does. Or at least it did last Wednesday. This is a pretty quiet place right now when the House isn't on, and obviously with the increased security, there's a policeman at every one of these hallway entrances last week, which is something that we just have never seen before. This is a very open place. The fact that we're doing this right in the middle of the business hours of the legislatures